Let's get right into it. Number 9. Hard candy. Your body is burning calories just by shivering. Every single shiver is your muscles contracting rapidly to generate heat, and that burns through your energy reserves fast. When you're stuck in the cold with no food, your body starts running out of fuel. When it runs out of fuel, it stops being able to keep you warm. That's when hypothermia sets in. Your core temperature drops, your thinking gets foggy, and your movements slow down. When you pop a hard candy in your mouth, the sugar hits your bloodstream almost immediately. There's no digestion needed. It's raw glucose going straight into your system. That gives your body a quick burst of fuel to keep the shivering going. And shivering, as miserable as it feels, is actually what's keeping you alive. It's your body's built-in heater. A single piece of hard candy won't save you forever, but it can buy you critical time. A handful in your coat pocket weighs almost nothing, but in the right situation, they might be the difference between making it and not. Number 8. A Slinky. That toy your parents bought you to keep you quiet. The one that went down 3 stairs and then stopped. Turns out it has a secret life as a survival tool. If you stretch a metal Slinky out and connect it to a broken or weak emergency radio, it acts as an antenna, a real one, the kind that can pull in signals from miles away. A radio antenna is basically just a piece of metal that catches radio waves the same way a fishing net catches fish. The bigger and longer the net, the more you catch. A stretched Slinky gives you several feet of coiled metal wire. That's enough to dramatically boost a weak signal, which can be the difference between hearing static and hearing an actual human voice on the other end. Military survival guides actually mention improvised antennas as a critical skill, because in a real emergency, a radio with no signal is just a heavy brick. You hook one end to the antenna port, stretch it out as long as it goes, and hang it as high as you can. A tree branch works. A tent pole works. The higher you get it, the better the signal. The toy that couldn't even make it down a full flight of stairs might be the reason a helicopter finds you. Number 7. Newspaper. A crumpled piece of yesterday's news might be the thing that keeps you from freezing to death. Newspaper is an incredible insulator. The paper traps thousands of tiny pockets of air between its layers, and trapped air is basically nature's bubble wrap for your body heat. Stuff enough newspaper inside your jacket, and you've just built yourself a DIY sleeping bag. Homeless people figured this out over 100 years ago. They weren't reading the newspaper, they were wearing it. During World War II, soldiers would line their boots with newspaper pages to stop frostbite from eating their toes off. Here's how you do it. Crumple the pages up first. Don't lay them flat. Crumpled newspaper creates far more air pockets than flat sheets. Stuff it between your shirt and your jacket. Line your boots with it. Wrap it around your legs under your pants. Think of yourself as a human burrito. The newspaper is the foil. You are the filling, and hypothermia is the person who ordered you. You want to disappoint that person. The science behind this is the same reason your expensive winter jacket works. It's not the material keeping you warm. It's the air trapped inside of it. Number 6. AA battery and an aluminum gum wrapper. You're lost in the woods. It's getting dark. You're cold. And your only source of fire is a piece of gum wrapper and an AA battery. It sounds like a joke. It's not. Take the foil wrapper from a stick of gum, the kind that's silver on one side and paper on the other. Cut it into an hourglass shape, wide on both ends, and very thin in the middle, like a tiny bow tie. Touch each wide end to opposite sides of the battery, one end to the positive terminal, one end to the negative. That skinny middle part of the foil is about to have a really bad day. The electricity from the battery rushes through the foil, but the middle is so thin it can't handle the current. It's like trying to push a highway's worth of traffic through a single-lane road. The resistance creates intense heat, and within seconds, that little bow tie bursts into flames. You've got maybe 2 seconds before it burns out, so have your tinder ready. Dry leaves, paper, anything that catches fast. Number 5. Baking soda. That little orange box sitting in the back of your kitchen cabinet might be the reason your house doesn't burn down one day. Grease fires are one of the most common and dangerous types of house fires, and almost everyone's first instinct is to throw water on it. That is the single worst thing you can do. When water hits a grease fire, it instantly flash boils into steam. That steam expands and explodes outward, carrying burning oil with it. In a split second, a small pan fire becomes a fireball that engulfs your entire stove, your cabinets, and your kitchen. Instead, turn off the heat, grab your box of baking soda, and dump it directly on the flames. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, releases carbon dioxide gas when it gets hot. Carbon dioxide is heavier than air and suffocates fire by cutting off the oxygen it needs to keep burning. The flames die almost instantly. One box of baking soda costs about $1. The average kitchen fire causes over $30,000 in damage, and that's not counting whether you make it out. Number 4. A magazine. A rolled-up magazine can save a broken arm, not metaphorically, literally. During the 2010 Haiti earthquake, medical teams on the ground ran out of splints almost immediately, so doctors started grabbing whatever they could find: cardboard, newspapers, and magazines. And it worked. When you roll a magazine up tight, it becomes surprisingly rigid. That's exactly what a broken bone needs, something that keeps it from moving. To use it, you roll the magazine into a tube, place it alongside the injured limb, and then secure it tightly with tape, a belt, or strips of a torn shirt. The thicker the magazine, the better the splint. A copy of Vogue is basically a medical device at this point. Crucially, you splint the limb exactly as you find it. Never try to straighten a broken bone. Moving it can puncture blood vessels or cause permanent nerve damage. Just lock it in place. After you apply the splint, check the person's fingers or toes. If they go numb or turn blue, the splint is too tight and cutting off circulation. Loosen it immediately. Number 3. A liter of light. Grab a clear plastic bottle, fill it with water, add a tiny splash of bleach. That's the whole recipe. Now, you cut a hole in the roof of a dark shed or shelter, just big enough for the bottle to fit in. Half the bottle sticks up above the roof, and half hangs down inside the room. During the day, that bottle will produce the same amount of light as a 50 to 60 watt light bulb. Not a candle, not a flashlight, a full light bulb. Sunlight enters the top of the bottle, and the water inside refracts and scatters that light in every direction, illuminating the entire room. The splash of bleach is just there to keep algae from growing inside the water and making it cloudy. This wasn't invented in a government lab. It was figured out by people living in the tin roof slums of the Philippines who had no electricity. They called it isang litrong liwanag, which means a liter of light. They built these in thousands of homes, lighting them up for free every single day with nothing but a bottle and tap water. Number 2. The Crisco Candle. A tub of Crisco shortening, that white, greasy stuff in your kitchen cabinet that you've probably never touched. Stick a wick in the middle of it, and you've just created a candle that can burn for up to 45 days straight. That is a month and a half of continuous light and heat. Crisco is just solidified vegetable oil, and oil has been used as fuel for lamps for thousands of years. A regular candle burns for maybe 40 hours. A big 3-pound tub of Crisco burns for over 1,000 hours. That's the difference between surviving a week-long blackout and a month-long one. The wick can be anything cotton. A strip from an old t-shirt works perfectly. A twisted-up paper towel works in a pinch. Even a shoelace will do the job. Just poke it down into the center of the Crisco, leave half an inch sticking out the top, and light it. Like any open flame, don't leave it unattended. But an unopened tub lasts for years on the shelf. Buy one, throw it in a cabinet, and forget about it until the power goes out for a week, and suddenly you're the smartest person on your block. Number 1. A spare car tire. Most people have one sitting in their trunk right now, and have never once thought about it as a survival tool, but it might be the most powerful SOS signal you can create with your bare hands. Here's the thing about rubber. It does not want to burn, but once it catches, it is basically unstoppable. A burning tire produces a massive column of thick, black smoke, not a little wisp of campfire puff, a dark, toxic tower of smoke that can be seen for miles away. Search and rescue pilots are trained to look for exactly this kind of signal. It's an unambiguous sign of human trouble. Getting it started is the hard part. You'll need an accelerant to get it going. A small amount of gasoline from your car's tank or some motor oil poured on the tire is enough. Light it and get back. The smoke from a burning tire is genuinely poisonous, so once it's lit, stay upwind, far upwind. While a flare gun is great for a few seconds, a tire will keep blazing and pumping out that unmissable signal long enough for a rescue team to spot you and figure out your position. That spare in your trunk is a last resort rescue beacon that never runs out of batteries. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.